Hey everyone, we have a special interview today with a guest, and his name is Anthony Huffman, and we're going to bring him on for our live Facebook interview. So here we go. Now, Anthony is a fellow marketing guy, and it's going to be a really interesting chat with him as I'm just looking to bring him up and invite him here. And Anthony's on, so I'm going to bring him on. Hey,
Hello, hello. How are you?
pretty good. How are you? It's good,
So far, so
good
good,
to see the technology working.
right?
Yep.
Like this. See if that helps. Nope.
No, it's
Cool.
very cool. Yeah, we're doing Facebook Live here, split screen, so it's good to see that it's working. Thanks for hopping on. Are you in Utah right now, or?
Yes, in Utah.
Oh, perfect. How's the weather over there?
We're getting cold, finally.
Getting cold.
I'm excited for the snow to fly. Yeah.
Yeah, same with Vancouver here. It's starting to get a little chilly. So maybe to start off, we have a little show and tell thing. I'm just wondering if you had a digital or physical item that you wanted to share with the group here.
I do, totally. Um, it started off as a gag gift, but I really like it. Uh, I got a stack of 500s here. They're play money. But I keep them here on my desk for several reasons. But yeah, I mean, I actually wanted to show that off because, what I notice, I own a marketing agency, and so I work with a lot of um, businesses, obviously, that are, trying to grow.
Mhm.
And a lot of times what I'm noticing is people have some very interesting beliefs about money.
Mhm.
And, you know, I keep this on my desk as a reminder that money is like a stream, and you know, you get people who uh, they operate their whole lives by um, just trying to make more money so they can keep more money.
Mm.
But uh, that's a very restrictive way
Yeah.
to manage your money. Your money is like a stream, and we're all born down at the very far end of this stream where it's filtered through everybody. It's diverted off, and you're just getting a small trickle. Um, and a lot of people, they stay down there in those the trickle areas
Mhm.
because of their mindset. Everybody in I know in America, in more modern society, they're still being taught to save their money. It's save your money to wealth, but that doesn't ever work. The more you break that mindset of I need to get more and hold on to it, and you start to realize that um, money is a flow. If you let it come to you, through you,
Mhm.
more will come to you and through you. And yeah, so that's kind of why I brought that little uh, piece there.
Nice. No, it's interesting that you brought that up because I think there's kind of this stigma around money and people saying, maybe just enough is okay. But I think where maybe there's this lack of communication is that money equals the amount of value you've given to this world. So I'm wondering, how do
Right.
you communicate that with maybe your entrepreneurs and let them know, hey, like money is actually a good thing. Like money is something that you want because that's indicating that you're successful and you're providing value, right?
Right. Right. Well, yeah, like a lot of times, what I end up dealing with is, shame or
Mm,
guilt in asking for money.
yeah.
Um, and so what I have to do is, with my clients, I have to remind them that, look, if you believe in the product that you're selling, and they do, if you truly believe in the product or service that you're selling, then it's your moral obligation to put that in front of people.
Mm,
And the way that we exchange value is either in trade of services and products or with currency, with money.
yeah.
And I get people who are like, oh, well, I don't want to raise my prices because I'm gonna, have to push out all of my old customers.
Mm,
I'm like, well, sometimes it's time to upgrade
yeah.
customers. When a business gets so large, it can't survive off of, the crumbs that people are willing to share with you.
Mm,
Um, so I find myself I have to help break down the mental barriers that my clients have
mm,
regarding money.
yeah. So what does your typical day look like when you're working for your agency? Tell me a little bit more about how that goes for you and maybe the daily process. I know we talk a lot about like the morning routines, but it's really interesting to see what people do throughout the day to continue to hustle as well.
Right. So my agency's fairly new. I was an employee back in June of this year.
Mm,
Um, it was a small startup, and some changes happened, and I lost my salary there. Um, they were like, "Well, we're gonna have to shift some things around, so you're gone." Um, the the reason I was able to achieve so much success so quickly with my marketing agency was I had been attending networking events regularly. So my day to day, I spend most of my the middle of my week at networking events and meetings with other people. Um, and I'm actually super excited. I did just get an office, so
nice.
um,
A little tour.
yeah, yeah. Um, just barely finished moving in on this last weekend, so hopefully I can start, planning more tightly packed meetings.
Mm,
But my day to day was spending a lot of time at networking events, and then, in the evenings is when I would do most of the work that's performed. Just I do it from home because I've been trying to grow rapidly, and it's worked so far. So it's required a lot of um, you know uh, throughout the day, meeting with people, trying to close deals, sending off proposals, things like that. Um, but working by night. So
mm,
things are mellowing out, though.
yeah,
I have just hired a couple virtual assistants, so
perfect.
um, yeah, they they do most of the busy work, is what I call it. Just the Facebook management for my clients.
Mm,
Um, and we had a question down here. Brian Felt. He said, "Do you help brick and mortar owners with digital marketing?" And I definitely do. It's really easy to run um, local campaigns for brick and mortar companies. I've worked with gyms, auto mechanic shops, um, cleaners, like house cleaners, carpet cleaners, um, doctors, chiropractors, dentists,
mm.
all that have brick and mortar buildings.
Perfect. Yeah, I was checking out your site, and actually you've got fantastic reviews. I noticed on your Facebook page there you've got a 5 in terms of your ratings. So I think all across the board, and fantastic video testimonials. So it's definitely worthwhile to check out. Maybe let anyone that's watching know kind of how they can connect with some of your. So I noticed you've got a course as well. So you've got services and
Yeah,
courses and whatnot. So that's really exciting. If you could maybe talk more about that and let people know.
yeah, definitely. So my page currently is ninjamarketing.com, and I'll type that in the comments here. But that's ninja with an H, and that's a long story, but ninjamarketing.com, and I can't find the period. Um,
Oh,
but yeah, the Facebook ads course, um, I noticed, so when I first was trained on how to do Facebook ads officially, that was back in June, and I'd already had some years of experience just dabbling, but what that course allowed me to do was really, really understand not just how to post Facebook ads, but the nitty gritty of what you can do with Facebook and marketing. And I used that course to become super successful with the campaigns that I was running for my clients. Um, but what I noticed was um, a lot of people. Okay, so there's two kinds of business owners. There's the business owner that has more time than money, and then the business owner that has more money than time. And the people that have more money than time become great residual clients, people that pay me to run their services, their digital marketing, their Facebooks, their sales funnels, their SEO. Um, but the people that have more time than money, typically like some startups or things like that, they still really can benefit a lot from running Facebook ads, especially the cost per conversion, the ability to define your target audience, all of that stuff. Facebook is the most powerful advertising tool that has ever been made, that has ever been able to be used by a human. Um, and so I wanted to give back. There's a ton of courses out there that range from, 1,000, the 997 on up. And then also there's some free ones like Facebook Blueprint and stuff like that. But none of them are very coherent. Like the free courses aren't very coherent. They're all over the place. It's super hard to actually like get a walkthrough of what you're supposed to be doing. So that's what my course is. It was built for the startup company or the small mom and pop shop that they can't afford an agency retainer and all this stuff, and they could barely afford a couple $100s a month in ad spend.
mhm.
Um, but even though they don't have a ton of money, they can still be super effective with Facebook. That's why I built that course. It's to help people, the business owners themselves, learn to use Facebook.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I went onto the Blueprint site and I'm like, okay, it's just all over the place, and it's nice when you can find a course that's specifically fine-tuned to what you need. Maybe tell us a bit more about the trends related to Facebook ads. Are you seeing anything in the industry and what's changing with online advertising that maybe affects how people should be spending their money?
Um, well, other than the fact that Facebook's relatively new, um, I don't know if I could talk too much about like current trends that are changing. It's it hasn't changed a whole lot. There's small things. There's small things. I do know that the creating a Facebook ad agency gold rush has just recently happened. Like over the last 9 to 12 months, marketing agencies have popped up like crazy.
Mhm.
Um, so I would say be careful on who you hire,
Yeah.
and make sure you're careful on how you hire them, um, because a lot of these people are coming out full force with really really high agency retainers and things like that, but they don't get the results that they need in order to justify that cost. And so just be careful on who you're hiring and make sure that you have a discussion with them and they are definitely knowledgeable in the area of marketing and they sound competent. Don't just sign up online. Be careful. Um, but I mean, Facebook uh, in its entirety is, like I said, fairly new. I mean, maybe 10 years now since it's been real mainstream, which I guess is a long time. But comparatively speaking to the last, 100 years and how you've had to market before. It's an incredible tool because, you know, if you have a billboard and you're trying to, you know, advertise to your local city, a billboard has to have a really um, a buckshot message. Like, you know, it just has to touch everybody, and so you can't be very specific. The great thing about using a tool like Facebook to advertise is how refined your targeting can be.
Mm,
Um, and and it's really great because you can reduce your ad spend cost. You know, for a $1,500 billboard, or instead of a $1,500 a month billboard, $1,500 a month in Facebook will grow the crap out of your business. I mean, honestly,
yeah.
especially with the tools that are available.
Yeah, for sure. If somebody's looking to spend money, is it more sensible to go with video ads? I'm seeing a lot of interest towards video ads, or is it, static image, or do you sort of budget for both? Do you kind of experiment? Do you test and see what works? Is it
Yeah, yeah,
similar?
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I have experimented with both.
Mm,
I've done campaigns where it's, you know, a video sales letter and a related image. And the video sales letters always outperform
mm,
every time.
yeah,
So I would definitely say if you're doing some sort of advertising campaign, try and use video.
yeah,
Definitely try and use video. However, you do have to have somebody on that video, or you have to have an attractive video that somebody needs to be. Um, uh, they have to appear well on their camera, because you can have, you know, I had one client who we had planned to do a video sales letter, and their camera presence was just awful. I don't want to be rude,
yeah,
but they're super shy. You could definitely tell that they were nervous as can be, and no matter like how I tried to help, they couldn't do it. So that client was strictly um, image,
yeah.
pretty much always. So,
It makes
um,
sense to hire a
but
model
yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
Okay, perfect. Well, I guess just a final question, and it's related to, I guess, passion and what really excites you about your business and moving forward and continuing to grow it.
absolutely. You know, I love helping business owners. My favoriteest thing to do all day is to sit across from someone and help them strategize their future in relation to their business. Business development is a major passion of mine, and marketing is an excellent vehicle to do that with. I get to go in and, you know, I watch people grow all day, and it's really the coolest thing. Um, I I kind of fell into this career field, and it's been the biggest blessing in the whole world.
Mm,
I'm just I'm super happy that I'm here.
yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for coming on, and definitely this was fun, and
Yeah,
we'll share this with few of the followers here. It's great to see that people have hopped on live and asked some questions, so that's good to see. So thanks for
yeah.
joining.
Thank you, Trevor. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, okay. Take care and best of luck.
Thanks.